Welcome to Fishing with Steve D. Well, in this video we're going to dive a bit deeper in the different types of pots and what we have found in the last 18 months. Very interesting tips. Also guys, if you want to fast track your red claw fishing, don't forget I've got an ebook, 37 pages of photograph diagrams and a whole stack of information for only $12.10. So let's jump in and have a look at the cheap Opera House pots, the 2 entry in one end, one out the other end. Justin from Do Adventures is one of our anglers, and he has found that the very best you'll get about 8 to 10 on average, but they're averaging about half a dozen in southeast Queensland, so not a very high yielding pot, the Opera House pots. And this is why, because if you have a look at the straight rings in this video, they walk in and they walk out at their own leisure. That's because the rings are straight. Now it's very important. I've got a solution for this. So with what you do, the straight rings, you buy red claw pots that have got upward facing rings on them. And if you have a look at this next video that I'm going to show you, this is one of our 3 entry river pots, which we're going to have a look at in a second and show you a whole stack of results of a lot of anglers that are doing really well with these pots. But the solution is to use upward facing rings, because as you can see in this video, a lot are coming in and I can't see any actually walking out. So it improves your catch rate big time, because it makes it a lot harder for the red claw to walk out. Now let's have a look at our 3 entry pots for $49. Now this is Stevie C. Let's see how he goes with the earlier model of the 3 entry Fishing with Steve D red claw pots.
Count a red claw in there. I've got those on the bank over the back there. I was sitting in about 1.8 meters of water in the lily pads, and I think I got about 45 red claw in that trap. Taking a mixture of pumpkin and rock melon in that trap, so a very effective trap.
And here's Peter with a good haul of red claw with our 3 entry pots as well. And here's Justin from the Do Adventures team.
See, not many. Enough for a decent feed. Like I said before, if you want one of these net traps, go on to Fishing with Steve D website and get yourself some, but they're well worth the money. As you can tell, they've reduced the goods.
And here is Justin again with a big haul of massive red claw caught up near Townsville area in northern Queensland. And if you want to catch big massive red claw like this, well, send me an email and we'll be able to help you with your order.
Well, I just went and put the pots in for 2 hours and tried one of these new river pots. That's a 2-hour shot. It's not bad. It's pretty well on par with the bigger pots. She's probably a little bit more in that one, but yeah, I reckon she'd be close to 100 in this one. Not bad for 2 hours. And with these river pots, as you probably know, they're adjustable rings. You can put the 4cm rings in, or the 5cm ones, or the 9.5cm ones. I'll put the 9.5s in. And when you put them in, I just put a bit of the string here just to tie them back. Otherwise they flop over, so you just got to tie them back so they're on an angle. But yeah, no, very impressive. The first time I've tried this one. But yeah, no, she did well.
We have now improved the 3 entry river pots with thicker mesh now, so that's going to be really good. They also come with a speedy clip, so you can open and close in seconds.
Okay.
Here's Stevie C with the new heavy duty pot.
Just pulled out. It's got just looking, about good 40 red claw in it, and got them out of those flood weeds over there.
And here is Mick. He was up at Wivenhoe and he's using the new improved design of the 4-entry extra heavy duty red claw pots with the built-in bait bags. But there's another very important tip that he is using, and that is he's listened to my comments about using 2 of our bait bottles and putting 2 bait bottles in the pots, and it caught him 96 red claw in southeast Queensland up at Lake Wivenhoe or Wivenhoe Dam. So very, very important that you use 2 bait bottles, because these bait bottles are better than your own homemade ones. They release a lot better burley, and I'll put a photo shortly of that as well. So see how Mick is using the built-in bait bags with the rock melon and park cooked sweet potatoes and a few other baits, and you use that with the bait bottles. Just because it's got a bait bag, you still need bait bottles. It's very, very important, guys. Here are the new bait bottles with the bigger holes, and I've also got clear ones with smaller holes for a slow release. The bigger holes are for fast release. But Mick got 96 red claw in 2 of our extra heavy duty 4-entry pots. Well done, Mick. And just have a look at the 2 bait bottles in the pot that Mick's using. Great job, Mick. As you will see, Mick's cable tied them both together, and this is very important because it allows the red claw to push it around. The more the red claw can push it around and release more burley, the more red claw you are going to catch. Now let's talk about advanced tips. Now if you want to put some gutter guard in, some anglers are doing this. They believe that it makes it easier for the red claw to walk in. The easier you make it for them to walk in, the more red claw you'll catch. But red claw are very good climbers anyway, so it's a personal choice. But we're going to show you a little trick. Is you take the rope and you just put it around the center. So put it around the center of, just by putting it around the center, keeps it nice and tidy, and so then you just close it down, you just lock on the locking bits on these both sides here. So now that's how flat they come. Now we've improved the 4-entry with a built-in bait bag, and we've made the mesh nice and thick, and we've also, the wholesaler has twisted the struts, which we are exclusive with that, and so it's a lot easier, a lot stronger struts, galvanized, no worries about rusting struts like some other pots are doing at the moment. So as you can see from the second photo, I've got a whole stack of accessories. So we have the better quality yellow floats, we have the cable tie labels, which are really good, they don't come off, you have to cut them off. And we've of course got the bait bottles, which I've already spoken about. We've got 2 different types of ropes. We've got the cheap ropes for $8, and we got the better quality poly rope for $16. Now, for those of you who are waiting for the shrimp traps, here they are. They're on their way very shortly. Or those who are going to use these as bait bottles with improved holes for better release of burley, so you catch more, they will be also good for those, this as well. So if you want some of these shrimp traps or bait bottles, you can use them as both. Just send me an email and I'll be able to help you out with that. Well, how about all those tips and all those different red claw pots, and how about those exciting looking shrimp bait traps and all bait bottles if you want to use them as that. So guys, if you get a lot out of my content, please support the brand and buy the products, or another way of supporting me is to buy the ebook, because it's a whole stack of 37 pages of information that will help fast track your redclaw catching. Also, please like this video, please smash the like button, please share it to all your fishing friends and families, and if you want to donate, make a small donation. Also, you can do that by clicking on the thanks button down next to the share button down below there. So thanks very much, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for new up and coming exciting different topics as we change things up a bit. Until then, stay safe. This is Fisherman Steve D. God bless.